I'm willing to backstab anybody and everybody for the win.
I might be pretty good at this game.
I really hope to win, though.
I'm ready to win Big Brother
I'm
Hometown.
loyal until I no longer can be.
Because I'm ready to
I
compete.
also plan on fucking winning.
Out
And
pre-drink.
make big moves, but not too early.
You found your winner, BBH.
I could go crazy. That would be
Isn't
fun.
that what Big Brother is?
I'm ready to get in there. I'm ready to play.
But I want to win it.
And honestly, I'm ready to win.
We're winning this game.
Manipulate my way through the game.
Winning is always nice.
This girl needs to be number one.
I mean, careful what you wish for, I
I'm
guess.
back, and I'm ready to win.
I might be a shitty person. Like, straight up. Like pause. I would like to straight up be like, I don't regret a single thing I did. I'm fine with what I did. Like, putting Courtney as a renom, bet, like, Courtney's not going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere.
Nikki, when she made that huge message in the house chat of like, oh, there's some big alliance and AJ's a snake and he's in it. He's running this alliance. I don't know. It didn't make sense because the house wanted Lance and Danielle up. If AJ was in the big alliance, he would have put them up, and he didn't.
I felt like I had to do some damage control with Courtney and then with Tommy. I spoke with them emotionally. I spoke with them on an emotional level, and I feel like it went well. I feel like they feel not great, but better about me than they did coming into conversations, which is, I did that shit. I think my allies, I think Robert, Lance, I think Danielle, I think Jabbar, Ryan.
This is one crazy game, people. It's a crazy game. RT's daily updates or mid-afternoon updates or nighttime updates are a little bit behind. But that's not because I haven't been doing well. I don't know what the word I would use is. Because ultimately I'm not doing much, but things are kind of just falling into putting me into a really good position for when I want to just go crazy and try and win everything. Like last round, Nikki and Abby finally gets on the block. And me and AJ, I feel like, at least based on interactions I ran, I feel really solid with him. And Nikki and Abby go on the block. It's like, that's my old nom. And I remember my lines, which I'm trying to break up because I'm just tired of the lines. And then AJ's like, I want to put up Daniel as a backdoor. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is insane. And then everything goes wrong. Our whole alliance gets picked for the veto. Alliance gets picked for the veto. And I'm like, well, Abby's coming off the block now. Daniel wins it. Even though AJ wanted to backdoor him, takes Abby off. So now AJ's backed into the corner. But nominates Courtney. And now I can start sowing the seeds of like, oh my god, AJ's so shady. I play a big game of being really close to people and shading them and hoping it just never gets back to me. And I think it's working so far because no one's called me out on it yet. That actually ended up being pretty good because it draws attention towards Daniel saving Abby. It gets Daniel in trouble because I acted mad at him for risking my life. He risked Danielle's life, basically, because he had to have known Danielle was possibly going to be the alternate. Because when you use it and act surprised at Courtney being the renom, you can only think like one or two other people are the renom. And in the end, my other nom leaves. Am I kind of sad Nikki left over Abby? Yeah, to be completely honest. I would have liked if Nikki stayed, because I feel like she would have actually worked with me.
I love AJ. I am so glad to know what I know about Jabbar. I'm so glad AJ told me that because I was about to trust him too much.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do with that information?
I'm gonna cut his allies if I can. I will put him in a position where he needs me.
Okay. So instead of cutting him, you cut all his ties.
I'd rather cut Danielle and Jack, put him on a fucking island, and make him need me.
As we progress throughout the game, I noticed within myself that I get a little bit more cutthroat. I start to intertwine my own agenda kind of into the more later rounds as opposed to, the first 1 or 2 weeks when I was HOH and when RT was HOH, I just was like, I'm just going to do what the house wanted. But I kind of really strutted my stuff a little bit last week with AJ's HOH.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what I am doing. I'm kind of just like, I feel frustrated because I feel like sometimes I'm in a position where I have made like good bonds with people to the point where if I won HOH, it would be bad for me because I'd be pissing off someone. But then I'm like, I don't think I'm in as good a position as I am. But then I'm like, wait, maybe I am. Like, it's so confusing.
Hello, BBH 14 House. I am here with your top 13 HOH results for AJ who did not compete Everyone else competed in a lovely competition called Last Flamingo Standing, where they had to balance 1 cup on a wall with their foot and then 2 cups in their hands. And the people who could keep this position the longest would place on our podium and win the appropriate prizes.
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm starting your time now.
I don't know. I'm always like, oh no, it's my.
We have results. We have our top 3. In 3rd place, earning the block of vote advantage with a time of 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Tommy has earned the block of vote advantage, which means we have our top 2. Everyone complained and said the last HOH was misogynistic. I can confirm that the top 2 placers this week are women. In 2nd place, earning safety for the week with a time of 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Congratulations, Abby, winning the HOH. It's a blowout. It is a blowout with a time of 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Danielle, you're the new head of household. Congratulations.
At me.
So I just want to say, oh my gosh, AJ went to HOH last week. He was marked for death before he won HOH. Danielle was marked to go on the block next to AJ. She wins HOH this week. I am literally so glad that I took the initiative to reach out to these people, talk to them, and like keep them in a loop as much as I possibly can. I feel like some people in this game kind of have this weird mentality of they're not going to talk to people or like they're going to try and get the house to go against people. But then they're kind of going to get also mad when the people that they left on the outs don't want to be on the outs. So I'm glad that I took the initiative with certain people because it allows me to sit here and not have my clown makeup on while other people probably should be getting their makeup kits ready.
Okay, hi America. I just need to share these thoughts quickly because otherwise it's going to weigh on me all night. So, a Danielle HOH is the second to last ideal situation for an HOH. Bottom would be Lance because I wouldn't know what to do, and I still feel like he thinks that I canceled his vote the first round, so I'd probably go up because of it.
I am so glad that Danielle won because apparently, okay, so we got on a call earlier today right after she won, and apparently AJ had warned her that her name and my name were being brought up by people for him to nominate since he was HOH last round. So yesterday, Danielle reached out to me and scheduled a call with me saying that we need to stick together, and I agree because there's people out there who are out for us and we really don't know why. There's definitely another alliance going on in this freaking game. And so during our call, me and Danielle, we conspired about who we thought was on this alliance. We think it is between Daniel and Abby, just because Daniel used his veto on Abby last round. And then I suggested it might also include Courtney, just because she was really close with Nikki, and AJ thought Nikki was in an alliance. And then I suggested maybe Tommy might be on it because AJ mentioned that Tommy, Courtney, and Daniel were close. So really, we don't know if this alliance is real. It's literally all just speculation and rumors and gossip. So we could be wrong, but whatever. We're all stakes in this game.
Do you think you have a sense of who might be in danger here tonight?
I don't have the slightest clue. I really don't have a clue as to what the fuck Danielle is gonna do. And it's scary, but it's so I'm very aroused at a Danielle HOH.
Not the arousal.
I feel like there hasn't been that many times where I haven't known what the hell was going to happen. And With Danielle's HOH, I can absolutely say at this moment, I don't know what's going to happen. And it's very enticing to me.
So, in all honesty, I felt better with Danielle after our conversation last night. And then tonight, I just got off the call with her. I just wanted to literally be like, hey, girl, proud of you. Both of us are still killing competitions, so it makes sense for both of us to stay in this game. I kind of hinted at that last night and then talked about how we both did well today. I was also like, hey, your boy got the block a vote again, to the surprise of fucking nobody. And if you feel like the vote's going to be close, if you want to make a move, tell me where to put that vote and I will 100% do it. Now, there's two scenarios. Well, it just boils down to I either do it or I don't, which will depend on the nominations. I would likely listen to her in a situation where it was like a Lance versus an AJ, but I also don't think that she would tell me to put my vote anywhere in that situation. The other situation in which I probably wouldn't listen to her is if it was someone that I wanted to stay on the block, but I'm surely going to assure her whatever, which could be a little bit dangerous for my game. And I might have to think that through a little bit. But at the same time, she doesn't play next week, and I know that most of the people that I'm aligned with, which feels like half the house at this point, because your boy's a social butterfly. I lost my train of thought while I was complimenting myself. That's what I got. Oh yeah, I feel like most people that I'm working with would put up Danielle. Or like target Danielle. So I feel like she made herself a bigger target. So like keep a big target in the game. And honestly, if she nominates me, I'm going to be like, honestly, good luck, girl, because I'm going to stay. Maybe I shouldn't lead with that. But I do feel like I would stay and then I'd have a good reason to go after her. So I think she should know that, or she should realize, because she is smart, I think she should realize that it's better to keep me in the game than it is to not. But I think she's trying to pull more deals out of people because I think at the end of the day, it will be AJ and Lance. Kudos to her. 18 minutes on the wall. Great job, great job. She's a good competitor.
Wow. What a round. What a game we have on our hands here. Wow, again, lucking out. I mean, Angelica called it too. She warned me and let me know, like, hey, make sure you talk to Danielle. And I was like, yes, I will. And so like me and her were gonna call the night before. Yesterday, the night before HOH, and then we didn't because I went over to my friends, and then like, the next morning we were talking about calling right after I got back from dealer school, and so we had that plan, and then she won the head of household. So I was like, what the fuck? But I was like, oh my god, like I haven't talked to her yet, and then I was like, hey, I bet a bunch of people are hitting you up, like, can you still call? And she's like, yeah, don't worry, like, we had this planned. So we called. And I think I got to talk to her first. Like, wow, I just lucked out. I spilled all the little bits of tea that I had. Definitely threw Tommy under the bus and set him up, which is so crazy because I just got off a call with Tommy where he was like, I just feel so set up. And I don't know if you noticed, Carl, I totally was like making a face of like, yes, I set you up, Tommy. I fucking set you up. But he has no, he thinks Ryan Taylor set him up though.
I called Danielle for the first time yesterday and just blowed smoke. I'm just like, we're the little guys here with Lance and AJ. We need to stick together. We need each other. Kind of true. More just that's who I want to be in the end with because I feel like I can win that pretty easily. It's very early though, so don't take that legitimately. She wins and immediately she's like, I want to nominate Daniel. I'm like, okay. And I say all this shit supporting it because I kind of want to see it. And she was just like, I would have liked to put him up against Abby. And then I pushed that to get Tommy on the block. Because she's like, Tommy didn't really give me a pitch. All he said was that he has the vote canceled. I'm like, oh, if you want Daniel to leave, put Tommy up. Tommy's immediately going to cancel a vote against himself. So that's one more vote for Daniel, basically. And he's close with Daniel and Abby. I don't know. She didn't even ask how I knew that. Thank goodness. Because what was I supposed to say? I'm in an alliance with them? No. I think I'm safe this round again. Just because I had a few talks with one person.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Hello, everyone. As a HOH, I get to choose who the nominations are this round. I don't know, like this round was just very hard for me because like I was barely talked to last round because I was a potential threat or target or wherever the fuck. So it was interesting to see like who was there for me last round and who wasn't there for me. I was trying to base it off of that. I was also trying to base off of like what I was told yesterday and today about the drama, the tea, the theories of the house. So without further ado, these are my nominations. And no, spoiler, no women. My first nomination is Daniel. I did warn you ahead of time that this would happen, and I'm sorry again. I know Danielle crime. This is messy. I just knew that I was in danger last round and you used a veto, so that put me in more danger, or like more of a likelihood to be put up, right? No hard feelings, nothing personal, just feel like that's best for my game. And then the second person I'm going to be putting up is Tommy. I've had great conversations with you. It's just today when I ask around people's theories of who's in an alliance in this game, your name comes up. Who threw my name out last round, your name comes up. Who do you think's in the best position of the game? Your name comes up. So I just feel like that just makes the most sense for me to put you up this round. We're getting deeper into the game. It's not about who we don't talk to anymore. It's more about what are the best decisions for my game. So that is why I'm nominating Daniel and Tommy. I'm sorry. We still have a veto. Best of luck to both of you and everybody that's playing. And let's get this game rolling.
I don't know. I feel conflicted because I don't think Tommy going like is good for my game right now. Like I don't think he's coming for me, but I also don't think I have Tommy's vote on the people I would like to take out in the near future.
I'll start at the nominees. Daniel and Tommy. Yeah. Next question. That's it. I wanted Tommy to go up. No, I wanted Tommy to go up. I think I would have put up Daniel. It probably would have been bad for me because, see, this is where I feel like I'm out of the loop because I didn't even know Tommy was going to go up as the main target that people are talking about. Like, everyone's saying that Tommy is probably going to go against Daniel if he doesn't get the veto. I genuinely don't have a reason to evict Daniel, and I don't think it would necessarily ruin my game if I voted in a minority. Like, for example, if I was the only one to vote Tommy and Daniel goes out in majority, like, I don't care. I want to vote for Tommy to go. That's who I want to go. And I tell Tommy that to his face. Like, he was talking about me behind my back, telling people that he doesn't even know that I'm in the game. So, like, okay, let me show you that I'm in the game then. All right, so let's go.
I've been HOH for 24 hours now. It's going okay. I am proud of the nominations that I put up. I don't really feel bad about it, so that's probably a good sign. I still have to talk to Daniel and Tommy on call post-nom though, so that will be fun. But yeah, other than that, a new alliance is formed with all my favorite people, Angelica, Robert, Courtney, and Erica, so love that. Literally at this point, I know that I served as HOH. Like, anything could really happen. I'd be like, fine. Like, if I left next round, I'd still be happy that I got HOH. You know what I mean? So I would love to not leave next round, but I snapped. I did my thing. A woman's not leaving. Period. And hopefully Daniel and Tommy don't win the veto. Would love for me to not win the veto as well. Like, ideally, Jabbar or AJ win the veto because I know for sure they wouldn't use it. So, fingers crossed.
We're going to discuss our top 13 power of veto, and you might be wondering, why the hell are we doing this live? There's a rhyme and a reason to it. For the 6 people selected for the veto, which were our HOH Danielle, our nominees, Daniel and Tommy, and then 3 people by random draw of Lands, Jabbar, and AJ. They competed in a competition called 5 Fates of Fortune, and here's how it worked. They had 10 minutes to complete 5 tasks, those tasks being math equations, word unscrambles, flip cup, pyramid stacks, and cup jumps. They had 10 minutes to do as many in each of the 5 categories as possible. They acquired points by how many times they did a successful attempt at one of those tasks.
Oh, child! I got one. Oh, fuck y'all's. Come here. Stay over there. Damn it.
And now here we are to do the scoring. How the scoring in this competition will work is we will spin a wheel. The wheel will decide which competition we grade. the person with the lowest score will be eliminated, and then we'll respin the wheel, and we'll keep going until there's only one person left who will win the power of veto. In Pyramid Stack, Danielle, I am so sorry, but with a score of 6, you have been eliminated from this power of veto competition. Moving back to the wheel. Jabbar, I'm sorry, your score of 20 will eliminate you from this power of veto competition.
You're out of there.
AJ, your score of 8 is not enough, and you have been eliminated. Cup jump followed by math equations to crown power of veto recipient. In first place, moving on in this competition with a score of 24, that is Tommy. Comes down to Lands and Daniel. Moving on to the final round in this competition with a score of 12. Congratulations, Daniel. You will move on, which means Lands, I'm sorry, with your score of 5, that will not cut it. You move into the final round, which is math equations. It was close. By a score of 35 to 30. Congratulations, Daniel. Daniel, you have won the power of veto.
Hi everyone. This week I won the power of veto, and I have the choice to veto one of the HOH's nominations. As I am on the block, I'm sure that this decision comes as no surprise to anyone, but I will be using the veto to save myself.
I am so blindsided that Daniel used a veto on himself. Honestly, he should have gave me a warning ahead of time, but I guess I'm gonna have to replace him. And let's keep this short and sweet. I am nominating Lands to sit next to Tommy on the block.
Hey Diary, it's Lands. So at this moment, people are currently voting to either keep me or Tommy in this game. And so I've done a lot of talking with some people, and I've gotten a lot of insight to what people are thinking about doing. I feel like I do have the numbers in this round, mostly because people have expressed that they are supporting me, and I'm so thankful.
Okay, people, it has been a night. It has been an evening. It has been a night. I'm fine with the renom. I think that's the person that I have the best chance of staying against because people have said his name before, and I think that people might think that he will not be beneficial to their game in any way. So my goal is to make myself seem more beneficial while also making myself seem a little bit like a bigger target, while also making myself seem like I am willing to do literally whatever it takes, which is, that's loaded, but okay. So thankful to Danielle. In all likelihood, at the moment, if I did win HOH next week, Danielle would not be a nominee for me. And then I get on call with Courtney. And Courtney and I have had 2, maybe 3 amazing, energetic, excellent calls. And this one was a little bit different, and I knew that she was not feeling super well, took a nap, was maybe not feeling like herself, but did share with me that people started a rumor, true rumor, that I'm in a 5-person alliance with Abby, Daniel, Jabbar, and Ryan. It's true, but I don't understand how somebody would know that. That's the general rumor mill that I guess I am just finding out now that people have known about for quite some time. So excellent read, Tommy. You had a good pulse on the house this week. So Danielle's noms make total sense, but something sticks out to me. It's a 5-person alliance. Who didn't get targeted or even up as a replacement nom? RT and Jabbar. Interesting. Because wouldn't you want to for sure make sure that you break apart that alliance? Interesting. We'll circle back. So I talk with Courtney, and if there's one thing I know about lying, it's deny. So I just deny. I say, that's not true. Why would I be in alliance with someone I'm targeting? It's starting to come to me. I'm like, I'm feeling a way out of this. I'm feeling a pathway forward at least. Maybe it's dark and cloudy and leads into a dead end, but I don't know that at the moment. I'm just trying to get through it. So I was like, RT is not somebody that I want to work with. He's somebody that makes me very nervous. So it doesn't make sense for me to be in an alliance with him. And I kind of play up the fact like, okay, well, if it was 5 people, then why did those other 2 that are apparently in it not get put up? Deny, just trying to make it seem like ludicrous. And I was like, listen, Courtney, like, we've had a good relationship. Like, these are going to be my targets going forward. Like, I don't remember, here's where I really suck at this game. I don't remember specifically what I told her because most of the time I'm not telling the truth. So I maybe tell her that I would target RT. I let her know so she can run and tell Danielle, and Danielle can tell whoever she's working with. Like, Danielle is not an option for me. I'm not going to put Danielle up.
I've learned from Robert that Tommy is really playing hard and really pitching to people. He's probably saying what they want to hear, and I'm hoping people can see through what he's trying to pitch, because they need to be aware that he is a big threat in this game, because oh my gosh, he's been doing so well in the competitions. Like, props to him, he has been doing so well, but like, he is a threat and people need to know that, and I'm hoping that people do see that and will vote to keep me. But what I'm concerned about is I'm hearing that people could see me as a wild card because I don't talk enough strategy with them. Yeah, I agree. I can see myself as a wild card because I actually have not been talking game and strategy to them. But I feel like people are in the same boat with me. Like, I talked to Angelica yesterday, and she said she felt like the game was being played around her and no one was really talking to her about the game. So I feel like I have her support. I know after this round, whether or not I stay, the game is completely changed.
I definitely think Tommy's going tonight. I'd be happy if that flips. I would flip with it, but it doesn't look like it. Tommy wants to take a shot at RT. Not many other people in this game do, so along with your bad self. But also, I don't know. I think Ryan is not against me right now. I think he will be later, but I'm not doing anything without Danielle's blessing right now.
So now I'm like trying to build up this crusade against RT, and then I'm like, honestly, I was like, I'm just gonna go like full steam ahead with it. But I was basically like, I don't understand why this house has me lap dancing on the dick of the devil himself, RT, when that is the #1 person I want gone. And it makes sense because I've told this to people. But I am now on a crusade to get RT out, and I think by doing that, I can get Angelica and Robert's vote. Then regardless, that's 5 votes for me, but I'm canceling RT's vote that I'm assuming is going to be to send me home, and then I would stay. So this is where I'm standing going into the end of the night. I'm going to talk to Angelica, I'm going to talk to Robert, but I am on the crusade to get Ryan Taylor out, and that is the hill that I will either be found alive on or the final nail in my coffin.
It is a really good pitch if Tommy would actually go through with that. And the thing is, but for me, even if he didn't go through, I think Tommy like really, really trusts me. I believe he has no idea that like I set Nikki up to be evicted unanimously, essentially, and I set him up to potentially go unanimously. If I can get away with that and Tommy stays and he actually does follow through and continues to he actually targets RT next week, it's not bad.
If I were to win, it would be because I have the support of AJ, Erica, Ryan, especially because I just told him that Tommy is targeting him. So I feel like I have Jabbar's vote too, because Robert had told me that Tommy was talking about nominating Jabbar next to RT, and I warned Jabbar. I feel like I have his vote to stay. So that's 4 so far, and Robert already said that he's gonna try to save me.
But once I reveal the vote count, once you get a few minutes to say goodbye, and then you get out of my house and yada.
I'm voting to evict Tommy. Next time, do your pushes based off stuff that happens in the game, not assumptions you already have in my game. If you're gonna shoot better, shoot sooner, and never miss. Because some of us don't.
I vote to evict Tommy.
I vote to evict Tommy.
Last time I vote to evict Tommy.
Vote to evict Tommy.
This one hurts the most, but I sadly vote to evict Tommy.
I vote to evict Tommy.
I vote to evict Tommy.
I vote to evict Tommy. That lie, you and Nikki decided to lie to me about something so trivial in the very beginning of this game, literally I think was the downfall of your game. Because had you not done that, I would not have spread almost to everybody how you lied to me about that and how sus you were. So I'm genuinely sorry to evict you from this game, and I hope to stay in touch after.
By a vote of 9-0, Tommy, you've been evicted from the Big Brother Hometown Season 14 house. Lovely having you.
As long as nobody in the game wants to put me on the block, then I will never be in danger to go home, and I can just float through the game. And I know some people hate that strategy, but not everyone can float. Like, not everyone can do what I'm doing.